Hey everybody, it's Thursday. I didn't know that because I have one more class to teach and I'm off. February 9th. I was teaching my class this morning and I often read from this book, Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart. And this morning I glanced over it and I was like, keep your heart open. Okay, that's a good message. That'll be my delivery for today. And as I was reading the excerpt, I started to tear up and it caught me off guard. And I resonated with the message for today. And deeper than what I normally do, it just sunk into me. And so I had to pause a couple times and ground so that I could keep reading to my students without falling apart. So I'm going to read it for you now and see how it goes. February 9th, keep your heart open. Keep your heart open even when you can't have what you want. It's easy to keep our heart open to life's magic and all its possibilities when we have what we want. It's more of a challenge and more necessary than ever to keep our heart open when we can't have what we want. Even on the best journey, things happen. Plans change, things shift and move around. The shifting and moving causes doors to close, relationships to end, blocks and frustrations to appear on our path. For now, that is what we see. For now, what we know is disappointment. We can't have what we want and it hurts. When that happens, our tendency may be to shut down, close our hearts, forget all we've learned. Keep your heart open anyway. Consciously choose to do that. Yes, you can go away, you can leave, and you can shut down, but you don't need to. Now is a turning point. If you choose to open your heart, even when you can't have what you want, miracles will unfold. For now, remember this. Even though you don't have what you want right now, keep your heart open anyway. Later, you'll see more. You'll see how it worked out and how it needed to be just so. This relationship that I was in and out of this past year and ended a few weeks ago still is here. And, my sponsor tells me, you deserve something different. You deserve to have, I don't want to say the word better because people show up as they are and we accept what they give us or we don't, and then we have to move on. And so it's hard to look back at the times that were spent together and not grip and hold on to those because they were beautiful. But the times in between were silent. And that's something for me that I don't want in a relationship anymore. I want communication. I want somebody to instigate with me just as much as I instigate with them. And I didn't feel that that was happening enough, or really at all. So I let it go, and my heart hasn't completely let it go yet. So I am doing my best each day to remind myself what's important to me and that I'm grateful for what that relationship showed me. And now is the time to be patient. And, Valentine's Day is next week. And it's been a long time for me since I've had a Valentine's Day where I felt like I was celebrated in a partnership. And that's just my opinion. So, I am actually secretarying a recovery meeting that night, so I'll be able to tell others how much they're loved. And then the gentleman that is chairing the meeting for me, sharing his story, I'm treating him to frozen yoga for spending his time with me that night. I thought I might also pull a tarot card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. So I'm going to pause here and get my deck set up, and I'll be back. So when you get a deck, it's important to clear it each time you read from it. And so clearing it is the knocking of the deck. You can shuffle however you like to shuffle. There's some tarot card readers that I follow that have some pretty fancy shuffling skills. I don't have those yet, so just a basic shuffle from me. But lately, these cards have been exactly what I needed to hear, which they always are. It's just a matter of am I willing to listen to what they have to say. So we'll see what they have to say this afternoon. Seeing the true you. It's a beautiful illustrated deck. All of her decks are. All right, let's see what it has to say. All right. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is true. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It's not necessarily through ill will, it is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of the sun from the moon, but not as much through the direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections of others have on you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There is no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun and a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you are blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within you, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with a task you are ready for. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. This is the ability to recognize yourself not only in the eyes of others, but from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize you are lovable and have much to offer. It is empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great preparation because we must be strong within our own self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all of life. This oracle is nudging you into that preparation for when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself. All judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear, and into passionate creativity and unconditional trust in life. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or action based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making the reflections of you more than they are truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. Bada bing. Pisces, which is the astrological sign that I am, are one of the most empathic and intuitive signs that are out there. And we read people's energies even though they're not in our presence. And I feel it. I feel it from those that are questioning my movement in life. And I have to remind myself that their perception of what I'm doing is their truth, and my truth is completely different. And that's okay because I have to learn to stand a little bit more confidently in what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, because I'm the one living my life, nobody else. So I'm going to sit out here and enjoy the birds, squirrels running around in the trees, my newly shifted altar, and um, practice some self love. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Cheers.